Hello, this is Dateline USA. We're here today with Master Gardener Lee O'Hara, and you'll recognize Lee. He's been here before. Due to the overwhelming volume of calls that we actually received, well, we couldn't bring you back fast enough.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Welcome. Lee's the producer and star of the award-winning film, or DVD, Organic Gardening Made Easy. And it's now available in English and Spanish on DVD. So, Lee, tell us a little bit about your background and how you even got involved in gardening.
Well, I was born in Missouri, just right after Pearl Harbor was bombed. My folks moved to California to work in the shipyards up in San Francisco area.
Yeah.
And some of my first memories are going to the garden with Grandpa. They called them victory gardens in those days. And the victory gardens were responsible for 60% U.S. production of the vegetables that people ate in those days was from home gardens.
This is before the mass market supermarkets and giants?
Oh, yes. After the war, I moved back to Missouri and western New York State, and we always lived on farms. Then we moved back to California at another farm. And so I grew up around agriculture, horticulture, gardening. So I've always had that connection.
And how did you get involved in gardening more recently?
Moved to Los Angeles, my wife and I, to our present home, 24 years ago. I got started with my gardening then because I had a hillside lot and I had to prop it up and build walls and beds. And
Typical LA.
yes, exactly. And I hadn't had a tomato I could eat in 20 years, so I thought I'd plant tomatoes. Well, I started planting tomatoes and then other vegetables, and that was the start of it.
How did you get involved in organic gardening?
Well, the soil in LA is clay. You know,
It's a desert.
exactly, and all the topsoil's been scraped off to make room for housing tracts, houses, whatever. So we've got clay, and that first year, I didn't get a tomato I could eat. My Japanese eggplant, when I planted them, were that big. 3 months later, they were still that big. So I had to learn something about what's going on here. That led to finding books, reading books about organic gardening. And oh my goodness, I could not believe the wealth of information there was about organic gardening. Organic pesticides, fertilizing, the pluses and minuses of manure.